बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम, अस्सलाम वालेकुम डियर एस्पायरेंट्स। उम्मीद है आप सब खैरियत से होंगे। आप में से बहुत सारे लोग जानते होंगे कि तकरीबन कोई 6 महीने पहले पीपीएससी ने कुछ सीट्स अनाउंस की थी। चीफ़ ऑफिसर, डिप्टी चीफ़ ऑफिसर, म्यूनसिपल ऑफिसर, असिस्टेंट डायरेक्टर और तहसील म्यूनसिपल ऑफिसर, ये डिफरेंट जो हैं वो सीट्स पीपीएससी ने डिफरेंट नंबर ऑफ पोस्ट लोकल गवर्नमेंट एंड कम्युनिटी डेवलपमेंट डिपार्टमेंट में अनाउंस की थी। लास्ट ईयर भी ये टेस्ट हुए थे और बहुत ही बड़ी नंबर ऑफ़ सीट्स के अगेंस्ट ये टेस्ट हुए थे, लेकिन इस दफ़ा जब ये सीट्स अनाउंस हुई तो कुछ कोविड की वजह से डिले आ गया। सेकेंडली ये कि जो लोकल गवर्नमेंट एंड कम्युनिटी डेवलपमेंट डिपार्टमेंट का जो एक्ट था PLGB का 2019 वाला, वो असम्बली में थोड़ा सा डिले हो गया उसके ऊपर। तो अब चूँकि ये पास हो गया है और इसके मुताबिक जो है वो लोकल गवर्नमेंट की जो इलेक्शंस हैं उसकी भी अनाउंसमेंट होने जा रही है। तो पीपीएससी ने ये टेस्ट रिज्यूम किया है और इस टेस्ट में डिफरेंट नंबर ऑफ़ पोस्ट के अगेंस्ट जो है वो कैंडिडेट्स एप्लीकेशन ली गई थी और उन्हीं कैंडिडेट्स को अब टेस्ट के लिए इनवाइट किया गया है। तो हम थोड़ा सा पहले सिलेबस डिस्कस करेंगे और फिर उसके बाद इस वीडियो के अंदर हम वो सारी टर्म्स जो सबसे ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट हैं और पास्ट पेपर्स में आ चुकी हुई हैं पब्लिक एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन से रिलेटेड या इस टेस्ट में जो फर्दर टर्म्स हैं वो हम आपसे डिस्कस करेंगे, उनकी डेफिनेशंस डिस्कस करेंगे। एक दफ़ा ज़रूर गो थ्रू कर लीजिएगा। उसकी वजह ये है कि ये टेस्ट के अंदर इनसे रिलेटेड जो है वो MCQs आ सकते हैं। इसके ऊपर मज़ीद हम इंशाल्लाह पूरी कोशिश करेंगे कि वीडियोज़ और भी बनाएं। तो एंड तक ज़रूर देखिएगा और सारी टर्म्स को एक दफ़ा गो थ्रू कर लीजिएगा। बहुत शुक्रिया, लेट्स स्टार्ट।
और इस वीडियो में हमने लोकल गवर्नमेंट की दीगर इम्तिहानात में रिपीट होने वाली अकाउंटिंग ग्लॉसरी और पब्लिक एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन की टर्मिनोलॉजीज़ को शामिल किया है, इसलिए आप इस वीडियो को आखिर तक ज़रूर देखें। First of all, community development. This is an approach to the administration of social and economic development programs in which government officials are dispatched to the field to act as catalysts at the local level, encouraging local residents to form groups and define their own needs and develop self-help projects. So the government provides technical and material assistance and helps the community to establish institutions such as farm cooperatives to carry on the development programs after the officials have left. Next comes Act. In study of public administration, Act is a written bill which is formally passed by only one house of legislature such as the Senate or Awan. An Act becomes a law and it becomes a formal statute when it is signed by a chief executive. Next is bureaucracy. This is the administrative branch of government of national, state and local government. It is defined as the formal organizational arrangement characterized by division of labor, job specialization with no functional overlaps. So this is the exercise of authority through a vertical hierarchy and a system of internal rules, regulations and record keeping. There is a chain of hierarchy in bureaucracy. In public administration, accountability is an essential concept. It is also studied as a political principle where agencies or organizations of government are subjected to some form of external control, causing them to give a general accounting of and for their actions. Term abuse is studied as administrative corruption. This is actually institutionalized abuse of public resources, such as furnishing of excessive services to beneficiaries of government programs, violating program regulations, or performing improper practices, none of which involves prosecutable fraud, such as abuse of power and authority. Next comes absolutism. A government with no limits to its power and under which the people have no guaranteed or constitutional rights is called as government run by the policy of absolutism. Next is accounting. This is a technical term which involves the process of classifying, measuring, and interpreting financial transactions. Proceedings of cash accounting and accrual accounting are recorded in this process, such as accounting of revenues and subsequent transactions. That revenues are recorded when they are earned and expenses are recorded as they are incurred. Next is acting. This is associated with temporary authority. For example, someone might be the acting director of a government agency. Acting appointments are sometimes automatic, such as when a lieutenant governor is the acting governor whenever the elected governor leaves the state, right? Activist. Activist is one who is seriously and passionately involved in politics by running for office, mobilizing support for issues, and participating in campaigns and so on.
Next is the ad interim. Ad interim basically means something in between, yeah, temporary. So it's a public official who is serving the unexpired term of a predecessor until a permanent official can be appointed. यानी कि किसी permanent appointee की जगह पे जो वक्ती तौर पे एक official को appoint किया जाता है उसको ad interim appointment कहते हैं.
Next is adjournment. This is the putting off of a business to another time or place. It is inclusive of decision of a court, legislature, or other group to stop meeting either temporarily or permanently. Next comes AMT, Alternative Minimum Tax. This is studied as the least possible legal amount that must be paid by high income taxpayers. Anarchism. This is a mostly repeated term. It is the belief that government and its administrative institutions are intrinsically evil and should be abolished, typically by violence, so they can be replaced by arrangements not corrupted by exploitative and oppressive governments. Right? Next most repeated concept is apportionment. Apportionment is the process by which funds are allocated to agencies for a specific portion of the year. Average tax rate. This is calculated by dividing tax liability by taxable income. You can see from the chart. In public administration, dialectical organization is a post-bureaucratic form of organization which is designed to be responsive to clientele needs. Dialectical refers to the permanent state of tension between the tendency towards bureaucratization and the tendency towards responsiveness to clients. Hence, tension is the factor which the organization uses to continually renew itself. I have also included a list of basic terms of accounting. Economic incidence. It indicates who actually bears the burden of taxation. Next comes economic depreciation. This is the process by which capital resources are actually consumed or made obsolete. Efficiency. This is the study of relationship between inputs and outputs. Economies of scale. This term is applicable when increased levels of production result in decreased average costs of production. Next is excise subsidies. This is the study of subsidies given to the purchasers of particular goods or services. Excise tax. Excise tax is a tax applied to the sale of specific commodities. Fiscal year. Fiscal year is government's basic accounting per period. Fiscal policy. It is defined as public policy concerned with the impact of government taxation and spending on the economy. Fiscal stress. This is a condition confronting increasing numbers of governments and public agencies resulting from a combination of economic inflation, declining productivity, slower economic growth. Next is foreign share of debt. This is that share of the national debt which is held by foreigners. Next comes formula grants. The grants that employ a specific division rules to indicate how much money any given jurisdiction will receive.
ओके जी, दैट्स ऑल फॉर टुडे. आई होप कि आप इन टर्म्स से गो थ्रू हुए होंगे और काफ़ी हद तक आपके नॉलेज में इजाफा हुआ होगा. इफ़ यू वांट अस टू मेक एनी अदर वीडियो ऑन द विद इन रिलेशन टू दिस टेस्ट ऑफ CEO लोकल गवर्नमेंट, तो प्लीज़ लेट अस नो इन द कमेंट्स एंड विल बी मोर देन हैप्पी टू मेक अनदर वीडियो ऑन दिस. थैंक यू सो मच एंड टेक केयर.
So guys, it was all about repeated terminologies in administrative exams. I hope this video will be helpful for you. Thanks for watching. I wish you all the best. Allah Hafiz.